Hello! Today we're going to take a look at the complicated yet interesting relationships of three of Hollywood's hottest names: Ryan Reynolds, Scarlett Johansson, and Blake Lively. On the one hand, Ryan Reynolds, the witty hero of Deadpool. On the other, Scarlett Johansson, the powerful star of the Avengers, and Blake Lively, the charming queen of Gossip Girl. This trio is a candidate to be the subject of a romantic movie. So grab your coffees and let's take a journey into one of Hollywood's most turbulent love stories. Scarlett Johansson has come a long way before she got together with Ryan Reynolds, to whom she was once married. Scarlett was born in New York and once practiced acting in front of a mirror until she threw up. Her father is a Danish architect. Her parents divorced when Scarlett was 13. Scarlett was the center of attention from an early age. She was spoiled by both her mother and father, especially because of their divorce. She often organized song and dance performances for her parents. She says her parents were supportive of her career choice and describes her childhood as very ordinary. When she was 7 years old, she was devastated when a talent agency signed one of her siblings instead of her, but then she decided to become an actress anyway and didn't give up. She enrolled in the Lee Strasberg Theater School and started auditioning for commercials, but soon decided that commercial acting wasn't what she wanted to do, so she went back to theater. At the age of 9, Scarlett Johansson made her movie debut in the fantasy comedy North. Then, Lost in Translation was a game changer for Scarlett Johansson. She played a young woman who feels lost and confused in the bustling life of Tokyo and gave a great performance. So, how did Scarlett Johansson do it? First of all, Scarlett Johansson is an incredibly versatile artist. She has been focused on her acting career since childhood. She's done everything from Broadway plays to blockbuster Marvel movies. Not content with just being the man-beating heroine of Black Widow, she even won a very prestigious Tony Award for her Broadway performance. Scarlett's movies have grossed over $14.3 billion worldwide. Yes, billion dollars. So she is not just an actress, she is a brand, a very lucrative brand. Scarlett is a real actress. She has taken on complex roles that require depth, emotional diversity. In the 17th century, the maid was a troubled young girl and even the voice of an artificial intelligence that made everyone fall in love with her and her. She wasn't afraid to take risks, and that's what made her different. It may sound like she became popular as a woman of great beauty, but that's not the only thing that made her so popular. And by the way, I'm sure that if you go and ask any man you know if he likes Scarlett, he'll tell you that Scarlett is beautiful. I've yet to meet a man who doesn't like Scarlett. And Ryan had a long way to go to get to Scarlett and Blake. Born on October 23, 1976. He failed drama classes at school, but somehow managed to make it to the screen. He started his career in 1990 with a role in the TV series 15. In 1993, he starred in his first movie, Ordinary Magic. He also appeared in a number of smaller productions. He played a ridiculous Deadpool character in the X-Men Wolverine movie in 2009, but the producers loved him as Deadpool and started the Deadpool series as a separate movie. This was the peak of his career. Now you might say, who is Blake Lively after Scarlett and Ryan Reynolds? But don't. An American actress who rose to fame with her role as Serena in the hit teen drama Gossip Girl, which aired from 2007 to 2012, Liv began her acting career as a child, appearing in movies in the late 1990s and early 2000s. But her breakout role came with Gossip Girl, in which she played a rich, stylish, and highly scandal-prone teenage girl living in New York City. Gossip Girl catapulted Blake to stardom and made her a household name. Her character Serena turned her into a fashion icon. Blake's fame extends beyond her acting work. She is also known for her fashion sense, which has made her a popular figure in the media and a staple at important events like the Met Gala. Her marriage to actor Ryan has also added to her celebrity status, which we'll get to in a moment. It is not known exactly when and where the two actors first saw each other, but rumor has it that Ryan and Scarlett Johansson first became lovers with Ryan's then-fiancée, Alanis Morissette, after their engagement broke off in 2017. Scarlett and Ryan met in 2007 and married the following year. They were very much in love with each other. Ryan and Scarlett were once a very popular couple in Hollywood. They married in 2008 and divorced in 2011. Although they kept their relationship mostly under wraps, they gave little hints about their lives in some interviews. Unfortunately, the life of this duo was never a bed of roses. In December 2009, Scarlett told Time Out New York that she and Ryan don't have time to spend time together. "We work and then we come home and at least I stare at the wall for a couple of hours before I go to sleep. It's hard, like any profession, you want to make sure you have time to invest in your family. It's a tough job, but it's worth it." While we may never know the exact details of why their marriage ended, we do know that both career competition and the star's busy schedules contributed to the split. Scarlett also spoke in 2016 about the importance of making time for the relationship. She said, "Being with another actor is challenging. You have to have a real understanding of how you share your time, especially when two people's careers are moving at the same pace. And even if one is more successful than the other, that can lead to a lot of competitiveness, and that can spoil relationships." So I think it's a clear reference to Ryan. In that respect, Scarlett was one of Forbes' highest-earning actresses in 2009, the last year of their marriage, and she was nominated for 3 Golden Globes in 2008. She won. Ryan, on the other hand, was an unpopular name who got his first leading role in the movie The Proposal. The duo announced their separation a year later in 2010, and in July 2011, their divorce was finalized, and they made the following statement about this divorce. "After long and careful consideration on both sides, we have decided to end our marriage. We began our relationship with respect, and we are ending it with love and kindness." This is a completely emotionless statement. Although Ryan said in 2011, "I don't think I want to get married again," he married his Green Lantern co-star Blake Lively exactly 1 year later in 2012. Johnson, on the other hand, married Saturday Night Live head writer Colin Jost in 2020 and continues to live a secluded life as usual. They are the opposite of Blake and Ryan. Scarlett expressed that she does not regret marrying Ryan and said, "It seemed like a very romantic thing in 2011, and it was. It was the best thing I've ever done in my life." Ryan also stated that he still respects his ex-wife and what she went through, but although they were not open about each other, the main reason for the end of this marriage was always shown as Blake Lively. Because as soon as Ryan divorced, he immediately started living their love freely with Blake. Ryan divorced and was at Blake's house the next day. For their careers, Scarlett and Ryan may have made a pact not to speak ill of each other, but there's a betrayal that can't be ignored. It's also rumored that Ryan's inability to be there for Scarlett when she's at the top of her career is something Ryan can't accept. "Hey Ryan, you're a failure and your wife is so successful. Who's to blame?" I think it was a marriage that should never have been made. Like all the best things in Hollywood, the Blake Lively-Ryan Reynolds romance started on a big movie set. In 2010, the two crossed paths in the movie Green Lantern. It soon turned romantic, and within 2 years, they were married and have since had 4 children. Blake has always been in Ryan's shadow as a career. This is exactly what Ryan wants. He can't tolerate a woman who is stronger than him. Blake has already wasted her most productive times in her career by giving birth constantly. Blake and Ryan met in the Green Lantern movie in 2010. Blake and Ryan play 2 lovers in the movie, a DC Comics movie. Ryan plays Green Lantern, the full hero who gives the movie its name, while Blake plays Carolyn, the girl of his dreams. Both actors were with other people at the time. From 2007 to 2010, Black dated Penn Badgley, her co-star on Gossip Girl, on and off. Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson, but in October 2010, Blake and Penn split. Ryan and Scarlett followed the same path. In December of that year, they announced their divorce, and after these separations, they attended the premiere of the Green Lantern movie together on June 15, 2011. Ryan and Blake posed for a few photos together and looked quite cozy. At the time, their relationship was still a question mark, but the couple was spotted leaving Ryan Reynolds' house in Boston. Their close friends confirmed that they are together. "They look so much alike. They are really happy together," they said. On September 9, 2012, they got married. This wedding would later lead to a huge scandal, because there was a huge scandal about the wedding. I'll tell you about it later. They enter the wedding site on the river accompanied by a children's choir. They light paper lanterns. They set off big fireworks. They eat wedding cakes with peach and apricot jam and sour cream. They are very happy. The fireworks even burn the ends of Blake's wedding dress, but that doesn't spoil the fun. They keep having fun. At 16 months, 2014, they are welcoming their first child. She made a ridiculous post on Twitter saying, "Happy birthday to my daughter. I'm sorry for losing my virginity, but thank God I have a daughter." I don't know how this woman's mind works. They had their second child in September 2016, their third child in October 2019, and their fourth child on February 12, 2023. So they have a lot of children. I think she will continue to have more. The couple are constantly praising each other to the point of repulsion, telling each other how wonderful, wonderful people they are. The new Deadpool movie has been released. Especially after the commercial and viral success of Deadpool and Wolverine, it seems to have reaffirmed the world's love for Ryan while doubling down on its obvious disdain for his wife and colleague Blake Lively. A movie based on the book It Ends With Us has been released. Blake is both the female lead and the producer of the movie. This movie has been so scandalous since day one that there has been a lot of talk about trying to cash in on the fame of Ryan, who is currently in the spotlight with the new Deadpool movie. Allegedly, Blake and co-star Leighton Meester hated each other during filming and fought a lot. All the rumors that came out both increased Blake's fame and brought her a lot of bad fame. Blake's new movie, although not popular as a movie, became very popular because of the scandals in the movie, and Black gave them a lot of reasons for more people to hate her. Let's take a look at the details. Blake Lively has been unpopular among supporting actresses in the past, but this latest project has officially made people hate her. This new movie tells the survival story of a woman who experienced domestic violence as a child and got out of a relationship. The film has been released to moderate reviews. The reactions to the film are incomparably better than the reactions to Blake. First of all, this movie is a drama focusing on domestic violence, but Blake promoted it as a romantic comedy with colorful outfits and cheerful sharing. Details of an alleged feud between Blake and director Justin Baldoni during the film's promotional efforts have surfaced. Blake ordered a second version of the movie to be made by Shane Raid, the editor of Deadpool and Wolverine. Normally, the director finalizes the movie, but Blake did this completely unbeknownst to the director and tried to get her version released. The different approaches of these two people to the movie also attracted attention. Ryan Reynolds, who had nothing to do with the movie, also intervened in the script. He changed the script of the movie as he wished at the last moment. All this led to a rift between Justin Baldoni and Blake, and the tension increased considerably. Moviegoers praised Justin Baldoni for focusing on the film's serious subject matter. Justin was even praised for linking to a non-profit anti-domestic violence charity in his Instagram bio. Blake Lively, on the other hand, turned the film into a promotion for herself and her husband. She contrasted the somber nature of the film, especially with her colorful and eye-catching bright outfits. She shared cheerful content, and the language she used received a lot of criticism. This was not her first problem. Let me also tell you about an incident I said I would tell you about Blake Lively and Ryan's wedding. I told you Ryan and Blake got married in 2022. The wedding was held at a bone hall in South Carolina, which has a pretty bad reputation for being home to slave labor in the 19th century. It was a pretty big scandal. Even though they both share the blame for the wedding, Blake Lively seems to be the only one who hasn't yet recovered from the controversy. In 2016, Blake starred in the Woody Allen-directed movie Cafe Society. While promoting the movie, Vanity Fair said how cool and empowering it was to work with her on the movie. Of course, there may seem to be nothing wrong with that, but when this statement was made, Woody Allen was accused of harassment. Woody Allen was largely discredited in Hollywood due to allegations of sexual harassment. Over the years, many actors have spoken out about their negative experiences working with him. Blake Lively was recently the only actor to express her excitement about working with such a controversial figure. Blake continues to live like a gossip girl despite being an adult with 4 children. Let's see what scandals she will break in the coming days. Meanwhile, her movie flopped at the box office because of people's negative attitude towards Blake. Blake, this is what happens when you try to make violence against women look good. Take care of yourselves. I look forward to your comments. See you soon. Blake continues to live like a gossip girl despite being an adult with 4 children. Let's see what scandals she will break in the coming days. Meanwhile, her movie flopped at the box office because of people's negative attitude towards Blake. Blake, this is what happens when you try to make violence against women look good. Take care of yourselves. I look forward to your comments. See you soon.